Another night in the shop. I'm Fred. Yeah, I basically took the summer off. I didn't. I had so many things on my plate to take care of, and now all of a sudden started to cool off again. I'm not in those 30-degree temperatures. The garage was just smoking hot. I tried to do a little work in here, about 3 weeks, and it was still piping hot in here. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to give it a rest. I'm going to take a bit of the summer off. FYI, the Lazy Man project worked awesome. I was really happy with that. Didn't have to do anything on the pool other than do a few tests every other week. But solar heater blanket worked. Everything came on. Everything came on schedule. Sprinklers, the garden, everything got watered. So yeah, it was an awesome summer. I can't complain. Anyways, so this week I've been collecting some material. Gonna build myself a hydraulic press. I have a power head. I've got a cylinder that I got a real good deal on, and I've got some material behind me. So I'll give you a shot of the power head. This particular power head came off one of those big genie lifts. I screwed a gauge to it and turned it on, and yeah, she went right up to 4,000 psi and popped the gauge, and the gauge was well, the gauge is gone and done from that point on. But anyways, pump works great. It's wired for 120. I'm going to wire it for 220. Anyways, I'll give you a shot of the pump and the piston. You've seen the piston on my junk bench there. Well, now it's actually going to be put into working use. It's been sitting around for, I guess, about just a little over a year and a half. I figure, well, I got to make some room in here and get this stuff together. I've also got a piece of metal in the vise on the mill. I'm using a 1 1/4 annular cutter to cut the holes for the bar that holds up the actual press table. So yeah, so let me get back and I'll give you some shots. That's a red cylinder. That's an actual overkill. It's a 50-ton press cylinder, and that's my the pump, power head, whatever you want to call it. This is a 1 horsepower, and yeah, so I got this at a reasonable deal. It was a trade-off for some stuff, so yeah, it worked really well. The guy was getting rid of some old hydraulic lifts and stuff, and I said, well, I need a pump assembly, so we made a deal on it. So yeah, so this pump is what I got. So and I've got all my material over here. So I'm going to be using 1018 cold rolled steel. This metal is 5/8 of an inch thick, 4 inches wide, and again CRS type 1018. I've got that. I've got some 8-inch C channel there as well. So that's a C channel to hold the cylinder. I gotta make some nice heavy duty brackets to hold that piston in place. I was gonna make it floating. I was watching a YouTube guy, This Old Tony. I don't think he's that old, but anyways, he did a pretty neat job on a 25-ton press. So I got some ideas, but I had a buddy of mine. We're just checking out what kind of metals I can use to make sure that the press is safe. I think everybody, there's a hydraulic shop in Whitby, and I went down and talked to them, and they did some figuring out, and they told me that this 5/8 by 4-inch cold roll would be the perfect uprights for the press. I don't think I'll get anywhere near 50 ton. I'm only using like a 12-inch broach. I think that's my biggest one. Basically for broaching, putting keyways in shivs and that sort of thing. And I might try to make a little metal bending apparatus. I seen one on Jody at weldingtricksandtips.com. He had one under his press, and basically a couple pieces of really heavy duty angle iron, and he made a little what do you call it, bending press from his hydraulic press. So yeah, when I get that all done, I've got some toys I got to make for it, some adapters and that kind of stuff. So anyways, I'll give you a shot. I drilled one hole last night, and just continuing on with the other holes in the plate. So hang on there, I'll give you a shot. So this is the plate. I'm using, like I said, a 1 1/4 inch annular cutter. It does a pretty good job. Yeah, very slow process. I've just kind of marked where the other holes are going to be. See if I can get that clear out of the way there. There we go. So yeah, I'm using that 1 inch annular cutter there. Man, when it does cut, it does make a hell of a mess. I'll give you a shot of that. Let me just get you set up here. Lots of oil. So I got a block underneath there and take the weight there. So I'm running about 570 RPM on this. And this is what I got to go through when I'm drilling all these holes here, so it's coming along. It's a slow process. Lots of cutting fluid. There's a spring-loaded center point in this, and it just stops the inside of the bit from getting all plugged up with the metal. So it comes out like a big pop rivet. I'm not going to try to pick that up with my hand because it's probably hotter than hell. So it kind of looks like a big pop rivet when it comes out. That's what it looks like. Got a little edge on the end here, and yeah, and there's a spring-loaded tip in here. Pops it out. So that works out hot. Whew, that's hot. It works out well. These annular cutters. I get these from my supplier, Size Industrial. Guy's name's Dave. Like I said, I've been using this guy for a very long time. Most all my carbides, these types of cutters, he's got everything. Anyways, guys, so that's it for tonight. I'm just going to carry on and pop up the rest of the holes, do the boring stuff, and then move it over. And I got one more hole, and I've got one more hole here to cut and one here, and I think I've got plenty of holes to do all my height adjustments. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing for the next probably the next few days. So I've given you a shot of how I'm going to do it, and I'll come back when we're ready to clean them all up. Put a little chamfer on there. Got a big step, Greenlee step drill here. Found this at Home Depot there a few years back. You know, I've had to sharpen it a few times. The top ones are a little chowdered up, but that's what I'm going to use and put in there, and just put a little chamfer on there so it's not so sharp. It's actually not too bad, but last thing I need to do is be cutting the crap out of my fingers. So anyway, so the holes drilling is going to take a little while. So I'll get back to you when I got the uprates and everything done. Hang in there.